What's going on? Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people who are in possession of souls, we are back. We are back with Cairn. I've had a day, chat. I've had a day. This now exists. I have a day most days. Like, days are an experience that we all experience simultaneously alongside of each other. But I would just like to confirm this now exists.
Imagine if RightBigChimken did Babe Station. I don't know why I'm laughing. I laugh when I'm very aroused.
That now exists. I'm very sad to report that the Tap Tap Loot playtest is now over, so we have returned to a state of just Bongo Cat. I will deal somehow, but right now I would like to draw your attention to the fact that Evil Seedlet's Bongo Cat has a lantern in its hand, and every time that they type, the lantern goes up and down with the hand. And I don't know why I needed this so much in my life, but this leads me to believe we might be entering a stage where Bongo cats get things that they can hold on to, and it becomes this entire inspiring thing. Because right now all I've got is a gold paintbrush and gold paint on mine, and I feel very disappointed by this experience. Do I have any other news? Have any of you ever experienced that horrendous, you know, when you have an appointment and you can't do anything until you have that appointment? I am now taking recommendations how to fix this as a problem, because George had to go back to the vet at 5:30 today, which meant for the entirety of the day I have done absolutely nothing. I was waiting for the 5:30 and it just sort of rolled round and then the day was over. Like, I'm just sort of sat here before stream going, well, I ate some lunch. It was crisps and a little bit of chicken, and like, I dabbled on the internet a little bit and I hung out in Nats' streams, but other than that, it got to 5:30 and it was like a little bit like a fart in the wind. Like, my day has been the epitome of quiet. I did the laundry like an adult. The laundry is done. Happy to report that George is improving on the daily. He climbed into bed with me and Dolly last night for a cuddle, which he's not done since he had the surgery, and I was a little bit, I teared up. I cry. I'm a man that cries. I'm a man that experiences feelings, and I know that's, like, in 2026, this horrendous thing to admit on the internet, because real men don't cry, chat. Real men don't cry, apparently, according to all of those, let's just not talk about them. But George does this thing, and he's been doing it for quite some time. We've talked about it a few times on stream. After his sister died, after Dolly the cat died, George's personality changed quite dramatically, because he was given a little bit more reign of the house. He was no longer fighting for, like, our attention between the two of me and Dolly. So George has become this little, like, loving to pieces, this little whirlwind of excitement and just sort of like loveliness. And after Dolly died and Dolly was no longer occupying their space in the bed, George started climbing up the middle of the bed between me and Dolly the person every night, and sort of like turning about face and going under the duvet, sort of like hanging out between us. You fuss him a little bit, he's purring, he's sort of yelling under there for a little while, and then he gets up after he gets a bit warm and he goes away. Sometimes he'll come back for a second or third try, but it's been a thing for quite some time, and honestly I really like it, because it's like one aspect of him seeking me out or us out as a thing. Because quite often also when I lie down on the bed, and he's just done it before I went live today, when I go and lie for 5 minutes or 10 minutes on the bed, he'll quite often come along and sit sort of like in my lap area. I lie on my side, so he sort of occupies that warm space around my belly button, and he did that today as well. So he's improving day by day. It's incredible how fast he is bouncing back, and after yesterday's vet's appointment, he was like a little tornado of himself for the first time since his operation. And honestly, it's really nice to see, because for the first 48 hours or so I was really struggling. I'm still struggling with this irrational concept that we're going to do something wrong because we're dealing with an animal that could theoretically get an infection, and we're sort of like taking all of the steps to avoid that, because he doesn't need another infection. He's been dealing with an infection in his leg since September last year, so we're just sort of like taking it as best best as we possibly can. He has to go back to the vet for one more pain shot tomorrow, and then after that point, we've got pain medication to sort of hopefully get into him as best as we possibly can as sort of like a stopgap. He shouldn't need it, and he has been a little bit of a terror in terms of taking his medication since before his operation, so we're hoping that there's been a long enough time that he's actually going to want to consume a treat that's just mysteriously he's got these yogurt treats that he likes to eat sometimes, but if you tamper with it, if you put medication inside it, he got to a point recently where he just wouldn't eat anything that had medication in it. So after tomorrow, he'll have that's his last injection, because if you give a cat too many injections, it can start infecting their kidneys. It's then our job to try and get these bloody pain meds into him if he needs them. So we're just crossing our fingers that he's got short memory. But at the same time, he had a literal leg off this week, and he's not come to us with like a detailed list of complaints. Hello, father. Hello, mother. I can't help but notice my arm is missing. Arm, leg, you know what I mean. And I would like to talk about that in a calm and academic fashion. Apparently that's George speaks like that. We've always gone with the idea that he speaks French, but where leg? That's it. Hey, mum, dad, where leg, mum, dad. Evil Sealet, congratulations on the first. DollyWhiskers, thank you very much for the quiet hello. Chat, if you'd like to join us on Bongo Cat, you can. Bongo Cat is available here. If you do !idle in chat, it will give you a direct link to the Steam store page. But at the same time, all you need to do is download the app, enter in the code that is pinned to chat right now, and you'll be able to do exactly what Evil Seedlet is doing. You can emote every time you type. Your little tippy taps go up and down. It's very exciting. I miss Tap Tap Loot already. The playtest ended. Dilemma's gone. Bye, Dilemma. I'll just move Evil Seedlet along in the queue. It's fine. Happily ever, Cara, welcome in, and thank you very much for the contribution. Chat, if you would like to go to your channel point menu, there is a community challenge currently running. Any channel points entered into that community challenge will be refunded to you at the end of a 30-day period. It's all about teaching you a life skill. It's all about teaching you how to save. It's all about giving you the power to afford my more expensive channel point redeems. Ryan, thank you very much for the contribution and welcome in. I hope you're good today. Sky, thank you very much for being here and the applause. Evil Seedlet with the 110 stream streak. Luxury Pigeon has a stim now. I'll press it again.
Imagine if RightBigChimken did Babe Station. I don't know why I'm laughing. I laugh when I'm very aroused.
Evil Seedlet, thank you very much for the contribution as well. Jura, I hope you're good today. How was your day? Tell me everything about your day, Jura. Did you get your task done? Spoopy! Welcome. I hope you're good, and I hope you are having a wonderful time in life and love. Nye, also, hello. Nye, thank you very much for the contribution. He lost a leg. Did he find it? No, he had it removed. He got an infection in his paw in September, Spoopy. I know I'll update you, Spoopy, because you've not been here. This isn't a complaint. I'm just telling you. He got an infection in his paw, and we were dealing with it over a period of time, and it looked like it was going to go away, but he had a secondary infection that got to the point where he had to have his leg removed. So we now have a tripod cat. And let me tell you, I do not recommend the experience, but he is improving on the daily, and we're just taking care of him as best as we possibly. Days have been good. Had a walk, about to eat and play all the Warframe with Josh. Are you actually going to proceed the story? That is the question. Evil Seedlet, more importantly, do you think I can beat Cairn today? Because I've got a small amount of the game to go. It is theoretically possible that I will get through this today, and I will have absolutely nailed the hard mode in one sitting. Well, one sitting, one attempt. I did die. We don't count that because I had an item that resurrected me. I didn't fail. It's basically the same thing. That's the second tripod in the household then, Ayo. Wait, I have a button for this. When I play with Josh, I like to play with Josh, and story is solo. I get that. I've not loaded it in a couple of days. I've been really enjoying this game called Double Dungeon, which is a claymation dungeon crawler with sort of XCOM type dice rolls. It's very interesting. And from a technical perspective, Seedlit, you'll get a real kick out of this because where it's claymation, it's got the thumbprints and the fingerprints on the models that they're using inside of it. It's entirely fantasy world. It's a roguelite slash roguelike. I'm never entirely sure where the line is, but you take this little band of heroes to these various islands and then defeat a witch at the end. It looks really cute. The demo is pretty cool. Honestly, if I absolutely... It's currently my I'm not feeling this bin game. Because if Cairn doesn't work out today, and if I have to rage quit Cairn, I don't like to rage quit entirely off the face of the internet. I would load up Double Dungeon right now, and I think that says a lot about the experience. Also, I've played it offline, which is personal growth. Chimken is playing a video game that he's not yet streamed offline, and sometimes it's very easy to, especially recently, it's very easy to fall into that trap where I'm only playing the games I'm streaming offline. Actually, this was completely different, so... Let's get the dog of the day out of the way. I hope people had an absolutely wonderful Saturday. I would like to introduce you to Lola. That's Lola. They've got a stuffed thing of popcorn. This is Lola. She heard there was some drama. That's Lola. Aren't they cute? I'm very much here for Lola right now. My day has been okay. My win. Someone picked up our sofa today. Good. I know you've been struggling with getting rid of that. The fact that they didn't... Did they pay you money? You put it up on the internet for free, right? Did they pay you money? Did they get it confused? I have never sold anything on Facebook Marketplace, and at this point, I'm too afraid to try it because I'm concerned somebody will come to my house and just be like, nope, it was entirely free. Good. I'm really glad that went straight forward. I have heard so many crazy stories about people attempting to sell shit like that through the internet on the various platforms you're capable of doing so. But also, right, I would like... This is more of a... We've done news. We've done about how my day sort of went. Can somebody explain Facebook in 2026 to me? Like, we use it for the company at work, which is fine. It's not the most impactful thing in 2026. What I don't understand, I have basically unfollowed everything on my Facebook account, my personal Facebook account. I've deleted all of my photos. There is no personal information that identifies me straightforwardly. I just got to a point where I was like, I don't want this shit on the internet. It had loads of posts back and forth from between me and ex-girlfriends and just all sorts of weird little shit like that. So not that long ago, I went through and deleted absolutely everything. There's one photo of me. There's a post that basically says, this profile exists because I need it to access my work-related things. And that's literally it. So why... When I go to my timeline on Facebook, do I get these pages right? But they're like World of Warcraft. Like, I like World of Warcraft. The system, for whatever reason, has remembered that I am a World of Warcraft person. Like, I used to play it previously. I used to post content about it on the occasion. That's fine. I don't mind myself existing in their algorithm like that. But why is it suddenly... World of Warcraft news pages are posting dating stuff. Like, it's like, this is a message from the World of Warcraft forum, and it's a picture of a woman, and they're like, hi, I'm just sick of all of the chads, and I just want to fall in love. Please DM me and add me as a friend. I don't know why that's suddenly a thing. I have to immediately assume that it's AI in some way, but also in that same way, because of the AI thing. When I go onto Facebook right now, once upon a time, it used to give me recipes. And the recipes were like, oh, would you like to make this cake? It'll take you 25 minutes and the cake is absolutely delicious. And there was an assumption that the person had actually made this 25-minute cake. But I immediately lose interest when it is quite clearly a cake that has been generated by AI. And they're like, This cake will only take you 25 minutes. And rather than cook a cake in 25 minutes and take a photo of it, they've used Gen AI to produce a little video of the cake. And therefore, it's like, you know, and it's not even good. It's not even good Gen AI. Not that there is any good Gen AI, but it's like the slice of cake comes out of the cake, but at the same time, it's just not good. If you are going to pitch to me, if you are going to have a social media service that is partially known for the fact that you can go on your timeline and get these recipes, because that as a bit has existed for a billion years. I remember them doing that on Facebook, like way back when. But if you are going to pitch to me a cake that can be cooked in 25 minutes, if you are the person running that page that is producing that content, if you're going to pitch to me a cake that can be cooked in 25 minutes, cook the fucking cake. Like, you're clearly not... I immediately question whether or not the recipe is even valid, and whether or not anybody is even looking at that and going, it's not real. That I just... Oh, there's going to be a grandma somewhere that's been very upset by that. Because also, grandmas are the only people that use Facebook. And breathe. Oh, anyway, let's play the food game. I like the food game. Let's get started with a warm-up and the food game. Okay, let's go. Food guesser. Chat, you know the deal. We play the plate game on Food Guesser. It's very super duper exciting. What we have to do is identify which of the foods is better. And once we've done that, we can win 10 points. And we want to get as many of them correct as humanly possible. And we're going to ignore the fact that Fiona Bruce, 61, is flaunting her huge size in new bikini photos. I'm not even entirely sure who Fiona Bruce is, but why that's an ad, why they've thought that they should buy banner advertising, I don't know. I have to believe it's the nachos immediately, because as much as I like a chicken Kiev, which I think this is, that photo is significantly nicer. This dish features, it's just a meat patty, often made from a blend of ground meats mixed with seasoning and breadcrumbs. The patties are typically pan-fried until golden brown. Accompanying the patties are crispy, thinly sliced fried potatoes, creating a delightful textural contrast. So this is fried meat or nachos. I am nachos. I am nachos. RightBigChimken, you heard it right now. I am nachos. Torta de gazpacho. This concerns me because I think torta is omelette and gazpacho is cold soup. This looks really good. I don't care what this is. It looks great. Suki Napolitan. Okay, we're going to test a theory, right? Somebody came into chat the other day and was like, when in doubt, it's always Japan. And arguably, straight away, I think that this food looks better anyway. This dish involves creating dough from flour, water, and salt, then baking it until crisp. The dough is broken into pieces and added to a savory stew made with rabbit, chicken, peppers. The bread absorbs the I don't like this. Just doesn't look very good. This one. Is it because it's Japanese, or is it because the photo looked better? I don't know. Suikaboon, or Kalfat Kamfrau Mu. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing these massively. This dish features sugar-coated almonds. That's just sugar-coated almonds. This dish is a flavorful stir-fry combination of rice pork infused with aromatic essence of holy basil. Why is it holy basil? It's seasoned with a blend of garlic, chili, and soy sauce, offering vibrant balance of spicy and savory notes. That one. Thought so. That's fine. Okay, we've got the Boppis. Can I interest anybody in some Boppis or Brenta? Germany? Jura, are you there? Brenta? Brentar? This doesn't look appetizing. It looks like porridge with some sort of cream around the outside and raspberries on top. This just looks like ground meat. Never heard of it? You've not heard of everything in your country? That's crazy. This dish is a spicy and savory concoction made from finely chopped pork or beef lungs. No, they've lost me. Finely chopped pork or beef lungs and heart, often sauteed with a rich blend of onions, garlic, and chili peppers. They had me until beef lungs and a heart. This dish is a traditional hearty porridge. I was able to identify porridge by sight. Made from scorched spelt flour, giving it a distinct nutty flavor. Typically served warm. It may be mixed with milk or water and sweetened with ingredients like honey or fruit. I have to believe it's this, because that is heart and lung. Thank you. That's fine. Okay. I can't even see the thing that's in this photo. What is this photo? What is it? What is that about? You can't see it. It's cut off at the bottom of the thing. This dish involves boiling ripe plantains until tender. Start by peeling and slicing the plantains. Place them in a pot, cover with water, and add a pinch of salt. So it's boiled plantains. This is a unique and flavorful dish that has a long history in its country's cuisine. It may not be for everyone due to its unique ingredients. What's in it? It's pork blood, pork meat. Some variations of the dish include coconut milk, which gives the it's a stew containing pork blood and pork meat. I'm gonna go with the plantains because yeah. Simnel cake, which I think is an Easter cake, and fried pork slices. This dish is a rich fruit-laden cake traditionally associated with spring celebrations. It features 2 layers of almond paste. It's got almonds in it. I don't want it. This dish involves slicing salted pork fat into thinly slit. Okay, it's going to be fried pork. It isn't. It's the cake. I've immediately lost. Fat thin crop. That looks horrible. That doesn't look much better either. These are not good photos. Delightful dessert featuring crunchy water chestnut cubes. I hate water chestnut. Can I just put it out there? Are there any fellow water chestnut haters in chat? Because if I wanted to chew on something that just squeaked the entire bite, I would buy a water chestnut. But I can't sign off on that shit. I just can't. Pastrama, which you have to assume is pastrami or a meat pie. No hate, but also don't like them. This dish features spiced smoked meats, traditionally from lamb, mutton, or pork. The meat is marinated with a mix of garlic, coriander, Okay, I'm very on board with this. A pie is a pie is a pie, but this looks better. If this pie was on a plate and it didn't have a smear of tomato sauce on it, I feel like they'd be onto a winner, but I have to believe it's this. Thank you. I hate them. I can't do water chestnut. You bite them, and I'm just, I can't. It's the texture. It is. Like, I also, when you do stir fries in anything Eastern, you get like the rectangles of bamboo, the edible bamboo. I can't do that either. It's like biting into, I don't know how I would describe it. Imagine if you chewed ice, but ice was. I feel like it's biting ice cubes when you bite into a water chestnut. It's not. There's not like a crunch like it would be an ice. There's something just. It sets my teeth off. I can't even. RightBigChimken can't even. This dish is a traditional cheese made from cow's milk, characterized by its distinctly creamy yet crumbly texture. It can be crafted in red or white varieties. So it's cheese versus onomichi ramen. The Japan effect again. This dish involves preparing rich broth with flattened wavy noodles. The broth is made from a combination of soy sauce, chicken, pork, and small bits of pork back fat. Yeah, I fuck with that. Singale, Philippines, or that silly sausage that keeps turning up. It's a sausage that comes in a sauce from Germany. For this dish, wrap fish in taro leaves with tomato, onion, and ginger. Secure the leaves with string or toothpicks. Arrange in a pot. I just have to believe it's the sausage. That sounds horrendous. It is. It's the sausage. We got one wrong. And that's okay. Everybody, welcome in. If you've achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. Our community celebrates achievements, big or small, but in the grander scheme of things, some people consider getting out of bed a big deal. Some people consider running a marathon a big deal. I don't care where you are on that spectrum. If you've done something cool that you would love to share with the class, I would love to hear it. I want to tell you how proud I am of you for just existing, because the world is a scary place right now. Am I proud of myself for anything today? I'm not sure I am. I think I'm going to say this out loud. because I've talked to a few people in the community, especially my mods, but I'm going to say this out loud, and it keeps coming back to this, but it's like the big thing that's happening in my life right now. I feel like I'm a better cat dad today than I felt like I was yesterday, which is good because we love him. I just complimented myself. I just complimented myself. You just heard it. Why am I complimenting myself again? I'm a good cat dad. We have taken care of George as best as we humanly can. And if anything bad were to happen now, it's completely out of our hands. He is medicated on his injections until tomorrow, after which it is our job to get painkillers into him, which we will do to the best of our ability. But at the same time, he will be 5 days out from his operation. And they say, according to all of the literature, that he doesn't need painkillers past 48 hours, which just sounds insane to me. This little animal that we love, that is in our family and is in our house and is in our lives on a daily basis, you remove his arm and he only needs painkillers for 48 hours. That's just insane. That just sounds insane. Another one. You want another compliment from me? You want another compliment from me? I recently became an affiliate of a brand of energy drinks, which you can find direct links to in my profile. But as a matter of brand exercising, because I used to consume a lot of one of their competitors, I also went to them and was like, I ordered a bunch of stuff, and I now have a shaker. I've got rid of the old brand shaker, and I now have an X0 shaker as well. Other brand shakers are available, but this one is great. I'm currently drinking Starfruit, Cosmic Starfruit flavor X0. And if you have ever drank like a squash, I'm not sure what the word is for that traveling internationally, but when you buy a concentrate in this country, it's called squash, or we call it squash, and it's not fruit juice, it's like a concentrate, and you put it in a glass and you add water to it, and it tastes like fruit juice of sorts. There's a famous one in this country called Robinson's, and they did something called Robinson's Fruit and Barley. That's what this Starfruit X0 tastes like, I think. Does not smell good out of the pot, but do not judge it by the smell of the powder. Put it in water, consume it, and then be buzzing off your tits for the rest of the day. Like syrup, but fruit. It is. I'm not entirely sure what the technical term is for squash, and I don't know if it's an international word either. It's not quite a syrup. Like, I've heard some people call it a cordial. But cordial, I thought, was something else again, and I don't know. I thought cordial was less syrup and more flavored water, like pre-flavored water. It's the same consistency of water. It isn't, though, if you rub your fingers in it. It's like sticky depending on the one that you use. I literally don't know. Google it, everybody. Google it. If you've had Ribena is a good one, but again, not every I don't rub my fingers in it. Well, maybe you should. We don't have it here. Only ever had it in the UK. Do not, I repeat, do not try it undiluted. I went through a stage, and this probably explains a lot about me in the space of my teeth. When I was a young lad, when I was at university even, when I needed a sugar kick, I used to buy bottles of squash, freeze it so it was then ice cubed squash, and then just put that in alcoholic beverages. The amount of sugar that must have been in that. I'm not saying it was a good idea. I'm just saying it was a thing that I did. What are we sticking our fingers into? Fruit squash. Again, Fiddy, it's not something I necessarily recommend, but I do think it's something that Spoopy should experience at least one time in their life. Why are you fingering your squash? To feel the consistency. It's sticky. It's sticky. Let's play some Cairn, everybody. This game is incredible. I am so far through this hardcore run. We are playing free solo. We have just got past what was the hardest wall in the game for me, which is the first wall after the city climb, and now we are heading up into the icy region of the mountain. I do have a get out of jail free Jim, I love you, but you have done some weird shit. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on the weird shit that I've done. I've done so much weird shit, it would turn your hair white, Jura. I'm trying to think of a single example. It's one of those things, right? Somebody asks you to tell a story about your life, and then my brain goes, we've heard the shit in your pants story. I've shat myself before. Let's just, like, I've had stomach flu or whatever the technical term is. Let's just get past this fact that it's some sort of, like, emotional upsetting thing. I had an upset stomach and I pooped myself, and it's okay, because, like, realistically, sometime in your life you are probably gonna poop yourself too. I'm trying to think of any other examples. Oh, I know a good one. I've got a good one. Let's tell you a little story about RightBigChimken. We used to have this family friend, and he operated as a caretaker for this big specialist school nearby where we grew up. And the specialist school dealt with loads of people who had developmental issues, in terms of, like, there was a lot of autistic people, ADHD people, like those sort of I'm not sure if that's classified as developmental, just along that sort of spectrum of sort of like specialist, like really the right, like really specific. But at Christmas and at like half terms, all of the kids used to go home, and it was his job to take care of this school that he was then the caretaker of. So when we were people needing extra support, it's not developmental, that's the wrong word, especially considering I'm on the autism ADHD spectrum, or at least trying to get a diagnosis of it, so that was not the right terminology to use. We used to go to this school when he was taking care of it. We used to be able to use the swimming pool. We used to be able to use all of these specialist facilities that this school had, and it was absolutely fantastic. But the weirdest thing that I never expected a school like this to have was motorized go-karts. Like, of all of the things that you want to put, a lot of these kids are quite troubled, or were quite troubled at the time, which is why they were sent to this specialist school in the first place. It wasn't like autism and in like a regular school that you can deal. They were like quite severe, serious situations. And they had these motorized go-karts that we used to be able to drive around. And me, in my like 10-year-old brain state, got into one of these go-karts, and it was absolutely fantastic. And we used to drive it around the car park and like do a few laps of some. They were like all-terrainy type deals, so we used to be able to drive them a little bit off-road. And me, because I was young and stupid, while driving this go-kart one day. I was young, I was not under the influence of anything, I was young, I did start drinking early, but that's completely beside the point. It was fine, I was just young and inexperienced. I drove up this little bump, right, onto the car park. It was like a little bit up a bump, and then into the car park from a flat, like, plane of grass. So I hit this bump, and sort of took off, because I hit the bump far too quickly, and just sort of went whee. But I panicked midair in this go-kart that I had like I'd barely learned how to use an accelerator and a brake at this point. Like, I was that young, so I'd sort of taken off in this go-kart. And have you ever experienced that thing where you're a kid and you're like maybe on something with wheels, and your first instinct is to stick your feet out the side of it to slow yourself down? Let me tell you, when you are floating in midair in a go-kart that is petrol powered, and you have hit a bump so fast that you have taken off, the last thing that you want to do is put your feet out the side of the go-kart as you land. I can swear on this, it was not a good idea, because as I was sort of coming down into the car park, my childish brain went, I'm going to stick my feet out the side of this, and stuck my feet down on either side of this thing, sort of went bump as I went, sort of did this weird cartwheel completely out of the go-kart, and the go-kart just hit a tree, like a tree that they planted in the middle of this car park. And there I am, sort of with this helmet on all of my pads, just lied there on the car park, having twisted both of my ankles simultaneously. Lucky I didn't rip something off. Just sort of screaming because I've just panicked myself to the point that I've stuck my legs out of this go-kart cart. There's no, like, moral of this story. I'm just sort of sharing something that I did as a kid. I am very lucky to have got the experiences I did as a child, because there is in no way somebody out of that age would be put into that situation now. But I am obviously also, I was very lucky not to hurt myself. Yeah, there's no moral to this story. I'm not entirely sure why that was I've completely lost my train of thought. I'm not entirely sure why that was relevant to the conversation we're having. But that, I love nearly died stories. I don't think I've nearly died. I haven't really died that. I don't have that many, but that's probably a good thing. The moral of the story, Soup, is that how you lost every part of your body below your nipples we aren't allowed to see on camera? Yes. So, spoilers, actually, like, my body ends here and I'm just on, like, a flat plane of glass. Yeah. I nearly die every time I step into the office. That is a valid experience. People do be peopling sometimes. I'm now trying to rack my brain if I've, how did the pants work then? It's all... Have you seen wacky arm, inflatable arm flailing tube men? It's funny that that's the second time today that I've said this. But you know those guys... No, but you know those guys outside the front of car places where they're like, woo, woo, we're selling cars, woo. Wacky inflatable arm flailing tube men. Wacky arm, inflatable arm, flailing tube men. Wacky arm, flailing arm, Yeah, the entire lower half of my body is a complicated setup of wacky arm, inflatable arm, flailing tube men technology. So I've got like a fan around the middle, and it just pumps air down towards my toes. My toes. I don't think anybody's believing this story. I mean, props to me for even slightly coming up with this concept. Sanguine has no hands, Chim has no legs, groin, torso, a dick, but he also has a tripod at the same time. No, but I do have a dick. They saved that. They saved that somehow. I'm not entirely sure that this story is going to stick, but still, I'm really glad that you're all here. Let's play some Cairn. If you've got something I can tell you that I'm proud about, please let me know. And if you have any more questions for RightBigChimken, let's play that game. Ask me anything, and I will try to answer as honestly as humanly possible, but I'm not just going to sit here and read off information about myself. That's quite strange. And I will not dox myself either. I won't. I refuse. I'm going to take off this silly hat. Pop. Let's go. Let's immediately bin our run of Cairn, because it's been going so well up until this point. They're moving it to the back of your head. That's why we haven't seen the back of your head before. Valid. Okay, I'm going up there, chat. It's gonna go real well. So I'm gonna try and climb up the door frame. Like a rat tail hairdo. What, the penis on the back of my head? I do not have a penis on the back of my head. You go away for ages, you come back and you insinuate I have a penis on the back of my head? How is life though, Spoopy? Are you good? Are you chilling out a little bit more than you used to? Because holy shit, you were stressed last time we spoke. I hope you're having a... I hope your life is... I am immediately hungry and I've not even left yet. Shit. I hope your life is good, Spoopy. Gotta assert dominance again. You back for good this time? Shall I be mentally prepared? I did see, I think I spoke to you last time. I'm still game for playing a car game and you teaching me shit, because I found another one today all about car maintenance that's multiplayer. So if you're ever free, I might buy it and play it anyway. It looked quite entertaining. I might learn some shit because my car's making a weird noise again. I've been not amazing. My fatigue has been downhill journey, unfortunately. I'm really, honestly, I know how much that was bothering you before. I'm really sorry to hear that. You know that me and Dolly have experience with such matters, so like I'm honestly really sorry that that's the case. And I hope you're keeping okay.
Almost.
I will DM you if I ever pull the trigger and buy it. I've looked at it a couple of times. It's a four-player garage simulator. You can all take cars apart. It's like I'm not sure if it's meant to be like some sort of Grand Theft Auto shop. What game is it? Should we just get it up on Google real quick? Let me find it real fast. Steam. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Why have we gone straight to Scum? Like multiplayer. If I search garage, it'll come up, right? It's on my wish list, but I'm not logged into my account right now. Is it just repairing cars? You take them to pieces and everything. I might actually have to look at my wish list. You can't see my wish list right now because garage. I was looking at it today. This is really irritating. Also very quiet all of a sudden. I'm very aware of my own thoughts. Car service together. Let me get back to, is this on the right window? Car service together. Here we go. I feel like if me, Sky, and Spoopy played this, I would just end up getting shouted at. I feel like this is peak shout at Chimken territory. I could definitely be convinced to collab this. Why is that different from any other game we play that is valid? I can't believe you're watching this trailer. Hi, Hara. We'll get back to Cairn in a second. It's cars right now. But you've got all of the car staples. Hi, Cecile. You've got all of the car staples. You've got to charge your battery. You've got to take the tires off. You've got to put some fluids in the commodulator, and you've got to stick your fluids in there. There's three fluids being poured simultaneously in this shot alone. Car service together, everybody. This might be something that we play on the channel eventually. It looks surprisingly good, and it is brand new. If anything, I might buy it, play it solo, and then see how it fares. If I can play it solo, I can play it with other people. I don't know. I don't do this shit in real life, but there is something about this entire setup that makes me entertained. I'm going to play this with Charlie, even if we don't play it. You should. I'm not sure there's even a driving car. I just also really have a knob on for car games right now. I'm desperate for Forza to come out. I wish there was an F1 mode. How so? What do you mean, sorry? F1 as in the racing? That is a type of driving game that I've never played. The only F1 car driving that I ever did You could get F1 cars in Gran Turismo 3 as like a rare drop. That is honestly the only F1 game I've ever even slightly tried. Because it's all about speed in that shit, right? Yeah, pit crew and modding the car. No, I did look quite seriously at there's like F1 2025 and 2026. I did look quite seriously at it for a while, but the general consensus was it's not like for hobbyists. It's for like the serious F1 people, which I am not. Honestly, even if it's not on stream, hit me up to play games on the weekends. I missed hanging out. No worries, people. I think like we've obviously got a lot of shit going on right now, but yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I am the one and only. Boo, boo, boo. Okay, stay there. No, you're shaking again. Okay, stay there a sec. Breathe. But also, F1 insert your year games here are mostly driving. I just want to change the wheels under pressure. Oh, you just want like, okay, I have to hit these 5 screws simultaneously and go, 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 and then drive away from the pit. I get it. I don't think I'm built for that sort of stress. Can we just do it like in cars? Can we all be like anthropomorphic cars and just have the one little Italian car that going to... I'm trying to remember his name from the Cars film. Do you remember the Cars film that they had that little guy with the gun that took the tires off? I've been taking more time off work, so I've been bored and wanted to get back to work so that game would sort both problems out. Are your work being kind to you considering your situation? Though having said that, I just remembered your working situation. I'm not entirely sure your parents can get you in trouble, right? It would be a bit of a complicated one if you were let go by your family members. We are going to do this. I just have to refuel. Reminder to everybody, we did get a second resurrection item yesterday, so I do have one get out of jail free card in hard mode Cairn right now. I don't particularly want to use it, but if the worst were to happen, it's not an immediate loss. Take this. Can't eat anything right now. They've been very kind. I'm not getting paid for the time off. I'm okay, but they're not pressuring me too much. That's good. We have Dolly's employer, obviously not family members, but we won't go into detail who they were employed by, but it was very complicated when they were first diagnosed. So I'm glad that in that situation, obviously the pay would be good, but I'm glad in that situation you're not. Italian car Guido, thank you. HM, how's it going? Hi, Vadim. I am taking it easy today. We're climbing very, very steadily. I'm not stressing myself out too hard, because if I stress myself out too hard, that's when I make dumb mistakes and fall to my death. There's a bag. What's in the bag? I don't want the chalk, but I would like to eat the gummies. But the difficulty is, the game won't let me... Like, I feel like if I have access to a backpack like this and there's food in it, I should be able to shove it in my mouth. Because I can't, and I feel like that's bad. I've just remembered the bit that we're on. Did you know that George Carlin was in Cars? I don't know who George Carlin is. Should I know who George Carlin is? Okay, so let's do this, because when I climbed up this the first time, I attempted to go up that, and I fucking cheesed it like all shit. I can't cheese it this time. I do not have the technology, so if I have to be a little bit more thoughtful about how I get up there. I'm wondering if it's up that side there, maybe. Comedian, I doubt you know him. I did not know that. But I also don't know who that is, so give me in that case. I'm gonna have to... How do I even get... Now I'm about 95% sure. Put my hand there. Do that. I hate it. I hate it so goddamn much. We're flying high. Defying gravity. They won't keep me down.
Great.
I think I have defecated in my pants. He passed away nearly a decade ago. He's always the quite down-to-earth rant about politics. Religion, was often wearing black in his later years. Grumpy grandpa. Was he Doc in Cars?
So close.
The way that you just described him, he sounded like he would be the Doc character in Cars. Doc was the old-fashioned... I'm trying to remember what the technical word is for that car. He was like the old car. Redeem, thank you for the 30 stream streak. 30 streams in a row is nothing to sniff at. I really appreciate the support. I'm now thinking it was the Shrek character in Cars. There was no the piston. Nice, stay out of my swamp. Nope, he was the hippie Volkswagen. Oh. I know the voice. I couldn't tell you who the person is, but I think we've already concluded that. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Okay, hello. Naomi's are like onions. They are not. They're all very nice. Except that one Naomi I dated at school that was a dick. You'd recognize him from a picture, I'm sure. Trans. My first... No, that's not right. Trans onions. Are your onions also trans? Oh god. Oh god. Oh fuck. There's nowhere to hold on to. Fuck my life. Oh my Jesus Christ on a bike. The robot really needs to give me some personal room. I also think that this was the easier route than the last time I climbed this. Like, I went up a harder route on easy mode. All onions are now trans. I mean, don't out them like that. 1 minute till ads, chat. Maybe the onions weren't ready. Talk about that in public. What then? What then? Recorded here in recorded here in at least 720p. I hope it's more than 720p. Climbing, good climbing. I am a neat guy. And I've played the game through once to completion. And I've just climbed 30 meters without the aid of a Piton. 710. Where the hell do I go from here? Do I go that way? Maybe. Will you Vigs? I am fucking astounded that that worked. I am fuck my life. Fuck my Chongus life. Oh, God. I just want to get up there now. It's almost there. I can see the top. Oh my God! Ah! I will take it. I will take it. I will fucking take it. Holy shit. Okay, let's drink all of my soup. Eggs. Okay, this one I really oh no. I was about to make a very big mistake. I was about to make a very big mistake. I made this exact same mistake before. I was looking at climbing up the outside of this before. You don't. There's a literal hole in the rock. You can see it. It's right there. You can... I can also turn my glow-in-the-dark gloves back on. So I can actually see where I'm going. Why would you go left leg first at that angle? Oh. I need to get round. Remember, I need to get round that corner onto that V, so I need to, like, I don't want to go too high there, but that corner is rough. Welcome back from the ads chat. We are pooping our mutual panties. Okay. Stick your leg around that corner. Bring the other leg around the corner. What limb am I controlling right now? I got a little bit confused with what limb was being controlled then for a second. We need to go up slightly. Yeah, breathe like that. Breathe like that. We don't like it when you panic. Breathe like that. Breathing is good. It's very important that you continue to breathe. especially while attempting to hike up a mountain.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Concentrate. I'm gonna put a thing on the. I have to enter something into evidence right now. Also, this game is still trying to connect to a weird website, and I don't understand why. I'm going to enter something into evidence right now. There might be periods of this game tonight where I stop talking, because holy shit, is this getting more and more stressful as time goes on. Oh. Watch me starve to death. Watch me starve to death. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to fall and die. I'm going to run out of resources because I failed the resource management aspect of the game in some way, and it's just going to... I'm just gonna... What is that leg doing? I shouldn't have said anything. My legs are doing weird shit right now.
Come on!
I shouldn't have said anything. My legs immediately took offense. They were good. Are we even slightly close? Almost. Okay. Pause. We are heading in the right direction. I am the one and only. But welcome back from the ads chat. You joined me halfway up a mountain, pooping my pantaloons. For I do wear the pantaloons in this house. Probably. I'm not entirely sure anybody's believing that. Robot, would you go away, robot? Like, the number of times that robot has just done a drive-by on me in this playthrough. Thank you. Holy butts.
You finally got through that crux.
Yeah. At what cost? And there was a slope from hell before I got to this ledge.
I'm cooking tonight, okay?
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
This was the dinner where I inadvertently used every piece of resource that I had. And you don't have to. Pretend you have nothing to cook. I want to cook an egg. When I got there the first time on my original playthrough, I just
We need
rinsed
to change our gear.
all of my
At this
resources
altitude,
and then
temps get
continued to
freezing
climb.
cold. I could lend you some.
Are you afraid of dying?
What are you talking about? You're not going to die, Marco.
I know. I'm just making conversation is all.
Well, are you injured?
No, it's nothing. Are you afraid of dying, then? I don't mean in general. Afraid of dying on this mountain.
Not really.
Everybody dies, Marco.
I have a magic
Why
plant
not
in
die
my
on this
bag that
mountain?
resurrects
There are
me.
worse places.
You don't mind dying alone?
Well, I mean, most people who die of old age will die alone at home. Only in movies do old people die surrounded by their families. You're asking if I'm scared? No. No, I'm not.
I don't know how you do it. I'm scared shitless. Terrified I'll end up like one of those skeletons we saw below. Gnarled up and misshapen. I'm freaking out, Ava. Every minute we spend on this wall to nowhere. Do we know that this mountain ever ends? Some nights, I'm so anxious. I picture the summit in outer space, scraping against the craters on the moon. It's pretty stupid, isn't it?
No. No, it's not stupid. I also dream of the summit every night.
Really? In space too?
No,
No.
not in space.
I dream that after all these efforts and sacrifices, I will reach the summit, only to discover a cable car spewing out an endless stream of tourists, popping in on top of the world just to take a selfie.
That actually sounds exactly like the kind of dream you'd have. That's so you. Last few weeks are a blur. Feel like I've been climbing this damn rock for years. I don't even know why I keep going. How are you not falling apart?
I was born on this mountain. There was nothing before it, and there'll be nothing after. There's only the mountain.
I'm not like you. I tried, but I'm not like you. I'll never make it.
Marco,
Please, stop trying to motivate me. You're making things worse. You're getting me to believe I have a chance of succeeding. I shouldn't have listened to you. I'm going to die here.
Marco, no one ever said it would be easy. So you're gonna get up, pick up your stuff, and we'll continue this climb together.
No.
Let's do it.
No. This mountain isn't going to kill me. You are.
There it is. Gone crazy. He's got the mountain madness.
Marco, would you like me to come back down with you? Marco, you're not gonna make it if you stay on your own.
Oh, you'd give up on the summit? For me? Is that really what you're saying? You'd go back down and live with that failure? You'd do that, Ava? I'm going to bed.
Marco Polo. Marco Polo. And he's gone.
Marco? Marco?
Polo.
Marco!
Polo. Yes, we now have ice axes. Is there anything in this general area that I should be concerned by? I think so. Plants? Yes. Some plantains. Very delicious. Very nice. And then we gotta go up there, chat. You and me together. We're going up there. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play all day. Same to you. I'm running out of bandages. I could do with some bandages. I'm going to get to a point of this climb where I run out of the ability to heal my own hands. Which is not great. Honestly. In fact, this is probably going to be the last time I do this on this section of the wall. I've probably been doing it a little bit too much. I can think of there being one other spot where I'll be able to pick some stuff up. After which point, we're in dire straits. Not to be confused with the popular old band, Dire Straits. Out of water. Well, no, I'm not out of water. I've got plenty of water. I take it back. That was a lie. What time is it? Okay. I did just fuck up a little bit, but it's fine. Let us go. Climb, grasshopper, climb. The thing that I misunderstood here when I did this climb the first time, you can hold that button down to get a deeper hit, which gives you a much securer position. When I was climbing this section before, I was doing a tap and then getting really confused that my shit was falling out of the wall. Not ice, but I want to be picked. Well, that's you know, there's somebody out there for everybody. There's somebody out there for you, Nye. I know it. I believe. Believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Do. I believe in Joe Hendry. Because they love him in London and Paris. I don't know the words to that song. It's not my bit. Okay. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Do you know what I'm doing? Really glad that you know what I'm doing. I'm going up there, right? And then up again, and yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I'm not panicking. No. Stop panicking. Up there. 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 There we go. Got some delicious blue flowers to shove in my mouth. Blue flowers. Okay. Like this.
I'll bring your message back to her.
Some painkillers. To go up in that direction is fine. There's a plot there, and then we can continue past it. What I don't need to do is go in the crack this time. Because before I spent a load of time in the cavern that's beyond this wall. You don't have to go there. There's nothing in there that's not just... There's a secret in there, but you can't use the secret to benefit a hard mode climb, so... Onwards to victory! Part of me thinks I prefer the ice climbing in this to the regular climbing. It's slightly more, I don't know, relaxing? I'm not sure if that's the right word. There's a tiny bit more, maybe strategy isn't the right word either. I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to say. I just like the ice climbing, and it kind of sucks that they add it so late in the game. I would do an entire game mode of this. There we go. Good. So, the thing I have a slight concern about is there really is no extra space in here, is there? I've got bananamine. I've got some water, not an excessive amount, but some. I just need to continue to push on. I can't fucking think about it for too long. We just need to go, otherwise we're just gonna get... You got to a point in this game before where it started getting fairly resource intensive is wrong. You got to a point where if you hung out for far too long, it became obvious that you weren't going to make it the rest of the way. I don't need to go all the way over there. I'm trying to identify the best place to start from, and I'm thinking it's probably... Yeah, when I did it, I came from the interior, so what we'll do is... Oh, apparently... What the fuck did I do then to get rid of my... Apparently I found space for water. Don't know how I did that. That is not it. Do not... Okay. You're fine. You're okay. It's okay. Or good. Maybe. Please don't get eaten by a bear or a grue. I don't know what to get. I don't want to get eaten by a bear or a grue. So... I need to be over there. Watch me fluff this jump. I didn't fluff the jump. That's personal growth. Watch me fluff this jump in HD. As there have been points in this game where I've gone to do one of those jumps and just sort of swan dived off the cliff. Yeah, we're gonna head up there and use that to sort of do a diagonal up to where that wooden bridge is. I think. Hopefully. Maybe. Potentially. If everything goes as planned. Okay. She's going to do that thing again where she doesn't want to stand up. Watch her. She's going to do the thing again. She's doing that. Yeah. Please, just hold on to the wall in case you fall. All the way.
No, no, no!
That was not a pleasant experience. The fuck are you doing? Okay, I didn't enjoy that. I'm going to be brutally honest. I thought the game was about to kill me. It wouldn't put the leg up on the ledge.
Yeah.
Thank you. It'd be really cool if you stood up. That's great. Okay. Progress, everybody. Progress. Progress. Yes, progress. Yes. I need to go in that doorway there. I remember there being resources on the floor in there, so we are headed in the route that I took before, which is not a complaint. I don't mind seeing content I've already seen, because I've already succeeded the climb once. But imagine if I'd done the hard mode and was intentionally avoiding places I'd already climbed. Thank you. I'm sort of hesitating a little bit, like she's not going to make it up the thing that... Oh, just breathe. Breathe, everybody. Breathe, 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 blah, 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 blah. Breathe. I remember this wall being an absolute ball ache. What have I got on me right now? You know what? I don't think I am going to go up this wall. I've got enough food to sort of tide me over the rest of the rest of this climb. If I go up there and spend 2 or 3 attempts trying to climb up there just to get resources from the floor, I might fuck it up. So instead, we're going to go up this ice ledge. At the very least. I think I want to be over the other side of the climb, though, which is a little bit confusing to me. If I can get to this bit and then go across the wooden and then up, we're in a much better place. So... concentration. I am the mountain. I am the one and only. Boo-doo-doo. Why is that in my head today? I am the one and only. I think it's Bon Jovi. Is that Bon Jovi? Is that the John Bon Jovi? I would like those plants, please.
Just a smidge.
Go over there, grab whatever that tree is. I've not got enough room for the juniper. Somehow I don't think that plant... Somehow I get the feeling that plant's not going in here. I do have a bag to throw away. Compost that. I just wish the shape sorting mechanic of this game was a little bit more intuitive, because... I'm 90... In the real world, I could shove a flower in a bag and it would curl up, but it would be perfectly practical for whatever I needed the flower for. In this game, you're not allowed to do that because it's cheating. Robot, would you get out of the goddamn way? Start pulling back to the right. Sorry, the left. Go around this corner, but there's not really anywhere to stick my feet. Take that out. Go over there. Right arm's doing a wiggle. Okay, hang out there a sec. Hang out there a sec. Do not panic. You are fine, woman. You are fine. I'm not fine. I'm not fine. I'm really not fine. My feet aren't attached to anything right now. I've really fucked this up. I thought that was a grippable ledge below me, and it really wasn't. It was an overhang. Oh my god. There's a like, I can't really show you. There was a where around the wrist area of that video, I thought that was a place that I could set my feet. It was an overhang on the rock, so my feet just went against it and not hooked into anything. Ah! Okay, well, almost there to the next story component. And then the hard climb. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Anything down here? I just want to go up, but I would like to go up in a position where there isn't a fucking... You know what? We're going to go up here, because when I fell in my first run, I bounced off the wooden platform and straight off the cliff. I'm going to go here. I'm going to give myself a nice treat. If I fall from directly above this, I'm not just going to spontaneously combust. Holy shit. On a brick. Stick your legs in the floor, thank you. Everybody breathe in simultaneously. It's not stressful at all. Oh my god, we're we're going climbing. We're going climb with the Twitch stream, but sugar we go. Oh no, that's different. We're going climb with the Twitch stream, but sugar we're going climb swinging.
Hang tough, Climbot.
Hang 10, Climbot. Climbot whips out a surfboard. Dramatic. I don't think my command liked that name. We're almost there to the definitely not a cannibal. Hello, definitely not a cannibal. Hello.
Marco,
Polo.
Ava!
Ava.
you're alive.
Kind of, yeah.
What are you doing here? I thought... I hoped you'd gone back down. What is this place?
We're in Grandpa's shelter. He brought me here. I was in pretty bad shape.
You should have gone back down.
Ah, couldn't bring myself to do it. Your pep talks are working, apparently.
Marco,
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Lucky for me, Grandpa was watching from afar. And he brought me back here.
Who's Grandpa?
Who's Grandpa?
Hello?
He's
This is
Grandpa.
Ava. I told you she would come this way.
Sit down, little one. You must be starving. I heard about you, kid. Your stories preceded even Marco.
You live here? How long has it been?
I'd say 12 years. I'm not so sure. At first, I counted the days very carefully.
He eats people.
Hey,
Egg.
it doesn't seem to matter.
12 years. This scar. Are you telling me that you're Damas Alfatri? Can you believe it, Marco? Damas Alfatri is standing right here in front of us.
I don't know who that is. Sorry. He must have been famous in your day, but you're the oldest climber I know.
Hey, I followed your ascent in the newspapers. We thought we'd lost you.
You did.
Why didn't you come back down?
When I started climbing, Cammy, I was like you. I thought I could do it. Or I should say, I couldn't see myself failing. If I came down today, that would be a total failure. But if I remain on the wall, even in between, that means I haven't given up completely. I need to hold on to that hope. Or else, I'll go insane.
I've grown used
Given
to...
up what? The summit? You mean you haven't tried getting to the top?
He's grown used to the taste of person.
You have to listen to what he has to say. And please, don't get mad.
What are you talking about?
Let me show you.
Uh-huh.
This refuge is the highest point you'll reach. No one has ever been higher. Like for all of us, this is the end of your journey.
With all due respect, you have no idea what I'm able to do. Just because you weren't up to snuff doesn't mean that I won't make it.
Uh-huh.
There has to be a way.
Tell that to all those who died trying, and all those who came back down, defeated.
Ava, be reasonable. It's too dangerous, even for you.
Climbing grades become meaningless about this point. The ice is crumbly no matter what time of the year, and whole sections shear off regularly. Edges are sharp enough to slash ropes and hands. Any hold could fall apart. I've seen 3 outcomes for everyone who attempted to go up. They either end up at the bottom of the gorge, or an ice spike planted through the head, or frozen to death as they stubbornly kept trying.
Okay, we'll be over there. Take some time to gather your thoughts.
He's very inspirational, is that man. He's very inspirational. He makes me feel really good about my ability to get to this point. This is the second hardest wall in the game, based off my own experience. Which is funny, really, considering, like, we're so much further past that one that I struggled with.
You know,
I think it's the addition of the ice climbing mechanic.
It's absurd difficulty. I came back down feeling relieved.
I'm really tempted to go
Because you're
back
finally
down.
allowed to give up.
Exactly.
I don't know what happens if I go back
I'm not
down.
like you, Marco. The mountain is in my gut, deep inside.
The hardest wall is me
No.
on a Friday night.
I think the mountain is all in your head, like a disease that's
Ice is not for
eating you.
climbing. Ice is for
You can
drinks.
heal if you want to.
So you've made your decision.
Haven't you? Would you rather stay here, stuck between the ground and the summit, like that old man?
That crazy
I
old,
know.
crazy old
Things are so
Maurice.
easy here. The goal is clear. It's a climb that's entirely up to me. Exactly what I can't have in life down below.
You know, you have like-minded folks down there? They're called humans. Not sure if you've heard of them. From up here, they're these tiny little critters, no bigger than ants. Quite endearing, though.
They can't give me what the mountain gives me.
What if
A baby. The mountain
stop
gave her a
climbing.
baby.
I don't know anything else.
you could learn?
Maybe.
Do I have a DollyWhiskers or a Sky in chat right now? Part of me is wondering what happens if I go back down. And does it count as a success if I go back down? Does it count as a success if I go back down now when given the option rather than going to the top? As I've already gone to the top. It's an achievement to get this far. Did you peek? No. I have to peek, don't I? I have to peek. I have to do the same thing I did in the first run. Success is credit, so if you go down and credits
There's a
happen, it
room
counts.
right
I
over
honestly don't know if that's the
I'd
case.
like you to see it.
I was planning a third
What's in there?
playthrough, but part of me would
My
like to
last
avoid it.
attempt at convincing you to come back down. Over 12 years, Grandpa's had plenty of visitors who tried to climb the summit. He amassed quite a collection
Imagine if I have to
A collection
climb
of what?
down.
of ours. Climbers who kept climbing and died. People who went through the same places we did. Who arrived here wondering whether they should continue or turn around. Check out what's in that room. It's a reminder that the mountain always wins in the end.
I use so many pitons climbing this section of the wall. Do you have a bag?
Did you know that there's a radio telephone in here? Do you know if it works? Naomi? Naomi, it's me.
Wake up, Naomi.
I just had to.
Wake up. I'm trying to call you
Naomi,
on this radio.
Naomi, can you hear me?
She didn't even twiddle a knob. She's just hoping it gets
Can you
straight
hear
through.
me? Look, I just wanted to tell you that I've been thinking about what you said, you know. About why I'm doing all of this. And I guess I tried to find an answer that you could hear. And I oh fuck!
Yep, that's about right. I can't. I'm gonna have to beeline past this segment. There's so much stuff to pick up in here and rifle through. I can't spend 45 minutes sorting my inventory here. I'm gonna run out of resources otherwise.
Wish I knew. I don't. I just don't.
You just don't.
Ava. Ava, it's time. Grandpa told me the skies will be clear for the next 72 hours. This is our chance.
So she just sent a last message to her girlfriend
Okay.
that suddenly ends with it sounding
I'll
like
wait for you
shit.
by the entrance.
Okay, so like the only issue I have with her, well, it's a fairly big issue, Dale. The only reason I have with that, the only problem I have with that radio, she doesn't twiddle a knob. She just sits down and starts talking. There's an assumption that her partner is going to be hearing it, but it's also implied when she's receiving messages from her partner via the climbing bot that the partner is at home looking after their sick cat. So I don't quite understand the purpose of the radio. It's like sitting down at a ham radio, having a completely random number, picking up the thing and going, "Mum?" It's weird. My immersions. My immersions. Okay, we don't need to read all this again, but I would like to fish around for resources if I can. Got food. Super gentian honey. Part of me wonders if we've got enough from where we are right now. I'm trying to remember, like, racking my brains over what I ran out of halfway up the mountain. I think I struggled with heat sources after a point. I ended up having to rush because I got to a point where I was quite literally running on fumes. Goat milk here would be great because it's sustaining. My tea is empty. What's this nice game gonna give me in here this time, do we think? Last time there were some resources, like peanut butter.
Collection of us.
There's a jar of peanut butter in that bag. A whole ass jar of peanut butter. Anti-inflammatory tablets that give me 5 minutes of temperature restriction. Stauffenheimer. Welcome in. Can of moonshine.
That's a lot.
Powdered milk we can use in a water supply. Powdered milk I can add. Oh, no, that's good. Powdered milk is great. Powdered the tape. Okay, I might have to come back for the tape. Chim, do you like Iron Maiden? Tell me the truth. I'm sure there are certain songs of Iron Maiden that I might vibe with, but it's not a band I would necessarily seek out. I like contemporary stuff. I joined your stream last night. At the last millisecond, I heard you say one word, and then you were gone. I wasn't even included in the raid. I was so confused. That is odd. I wore my robe for my entire stream, and you missed it. Did you know that? Did you know you missed me wearing my robe for the entire stream? Everybody, Stuffenheimer was the person in my Discord yesterday that was like, "Oh, Chim, he's so serene."
I think I got everything. Can't believe I'll be back in my van in a few days. Doesn't seem real. What
Marco,
about you, Ava?
Polo.
Have you made up your mind?
I can still enjoy you in your robe in the VOD. Valid. I am so goddamn curious to know what would happen in a hard mode run if I went back down. But I can't. I need to peak in hard mode. I have to. I have to do what I did.
I didn't find your cure.
It's not your fault.
I have to do what I did in my
It's on
first run.
me. It's just how I am.
Do you think we'll ever meet again?
Because I do wonder if I just go
Yes.
down and I just get credits roll.
We'll face even harsher conditions up there. The cold, the lack of oxygen.
Is climbing down without a rope harder
can
than
do it,
going up?
Marco.
I honestly don't know if you have to climb down
Okay.
even. Part of me wonders if I go down, I
And
just
I'll
get
wait for you in
credits.
the valley. So, it's time for farewell.
The time and the place. Yeah.
Well. Watch me. Bye, Marco.
I suck at goodbyes.
Yeah, I've noticed. Hey, you know how they say never meet your heroes? It's nonsense. You're extraordinary.
Are you 100%ing it? I want to achieve a hard run in the same order that I did my first normal run. I want to get all the way to the top, and I want to peak. Part of me, if I fail at this point, part of me I don't think will do another hard run on stream. Because I have done 2 entire runs of this game at this point. I'd be really afraid of people losing interest, and I do have other games I want to play. It's been 1 day since NTE ended. I'm so fucking bored and I miss it so much. Have you considered embroidery? Also, hi Nats, what's going on? Also, a Stuffenheimer. Take a look at this.
Imagine if RightBigChimken did Babe Station. I don't know why I'm laughing. I laugh when I'm very aroused.
What's the old man up to?
I have food. I have food. Very good. Very good. Ads coming up in 5 minutes, chat. I will be pushing forward. I have an amazing community on my side. I can't lose! Potentially. I might lose. Possible. What's NTE? It sounds like a cryptocurrency, doesn't it? Nats has got really big into crypto. Nats now considers themselves a
I didn't
crypto
know there was
bro.
a game up here.
You'd be surprised how high wild goats can climb. But no, I'm doing another kind of hunting. Here you go. Further left. A little higher.
Remember this being... Yeah, there he is.
No, lower.
There he is. Remember that being ludicrously high.
What happened?
The same thing that happens every time. He didn't listen to me. And failed.
Well, how long has he been stuck like this?
13 days. He only died the day before yesterday, though. I've been watching him since he fell. It looked like his shoulder was dislocated, but he suffered in silence.
Why didn't you try to help him?
That's what I'm doing now, kid. Helping. With this. The rifle offers a dignified death to climbers who find themselves
It
in
just ended, and as did my meaning of life.
No one should be left dangling like a
You got to take up a
disjointed
hobby
puppet.
until May.
It's obscene. So I am cutting the rope by shooting at it, and the mountain becomes their final resting place.
It's terrible.
That's what I do, kid. That's the way it is.
He's eating the
I'm
bodies.
not saying that this is very useful. I'm just saying that we need to respect the dead.
He's a cannibal. He's clearly a cannibal.
You want to take care of it? I'm getting old. My aim isn't what it used to be.
I'm continuing reading Exodus and having fun. Even thought about translating it, alas, and I don't have time because of work.
Got it.
I'm crack
This
at
makes me
Fortnite.
sick. I don't know how you do it.
Omega crack at Fortnite, chat.
I gotta get going. Farewell, Damus.
The kid showed you the cemetery, didn't he?
He did.
Wasn't that enough?
No, it
I
wasn't.
knew it would take more effort to convince you than the boy.
It's been 12 years, Damus. You can remain here forever in this purgatory you've created for yourself. But let me go. You've had a good run. But it's my turn now.
This is it, chat.
I
The
won't
end
leave
killer.
you hanging like a broken mannequin. I will render your corpse to the mountain, as I did with the others.
This could be it for the run forever and always. Ugh. I'm so positive about this entire experience, but it's getting actively hard not to cock up now. Let's turn this into this. We've got so much milk. Why doesn't he want you to climb? Because this is the point where he's bore witness to loads of people dying. He has stayed on the mountain to witness a bunch of people expiring at this point of the climb. So he's a little bit down on the fact that anybody that goes past this point is gonna expire, which is kind of valid. Okay, we've got various sources. Will I add the Coca-Cola? No, we're going to keep the Coca-Cola separate because that gives imperviousness. I need to go back inside in the hopes that I can magically... My bag is so full. No, I've got 2 recyclables. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. You gotta believe, chat. You gotta believe! I am so fucking scared of this next bit. I might do a shit. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna run down this corridor and hopefully I can get some bandages, because I'm almost out of bandages. Be really cool if I could just pick up some bandages. I don't want the lentil soup. The bag down here that just had some bandages in it. That's what I want. Of course they don't fit. I thought you quit, woo-wah. Like, I thought woo-wah wasn't wooing you. Okay, I took a roll of bandages. Just something, anything, please. Fill the void. What, do you want me to pick you something? Chat, what game should Nats play while they're waiting for their next gacha game to play? Like, what are they playing? Tell me. No, you don't want me to do that. It sounds like you want me to do that. Get really into Hightail. This might be it, Chad. This might be the end, killer. The killer in the end. Got some cooked trout. Really want to take this honey, but I don't know how much space it takes up. If I... Okay, so if I get rid of that cooked thistle, can I fit the honey in? I can. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. Lately all of my shits were Satisfactory. You could play Satisfactory. It could be Arknights. Play Satisfactory Nets. Get really into factory games. You've got till May to finish Satisfactory. Get really into Satisfactory as a game. Play Nats! Oh my god. It's time, Nats. It's time. No. Read my earlier thing. I missed it because I'm currently in an ad and it's hidden behind a window. Maybe I should go back to woo-wah. Just something, please. It could be Arknights, but I don't do Satisfactory shit. Oh, sorry. I missed that. Nats, it's time to play Shapes 2. If you were going to play Shapes 2 at any time, Nats, it's now. It's now. Do it now. Do it now. I am so scared. It does not have what I need, and what I need is neverness to everness. Do it now. Trying to remember the route that I took. Part of me wants to do this entire ice wall, because I could just do an ice climb all the way up. It's time, chat, because when we played this before, I did take a peek at the speed run. I need to take a peek at the speedrun route for this. I don't necessarily want to do it quickly. I want to do it as safely as humanly possible, and the speedrun might give me a reveal of what line to take on the wall. I also am quite desperate to go to the bathroom. Crown. I don't deserve this, but I'll put it on. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm sorry that I'm doing it straight after an ad break. It was not intentional, but I have moved my legs and now I'm going to piss my pants. We do this, and I'll see you in a second. Are you ready for this run to end? Are you? Are you ready to watch me perish? Are you? Is there a speedrun on here? No, there isn't. Chat. Ready for stream? Good. Can speedrun. Hi, Kirst. I pressed the button for you. Ah! Okay, you don't need to hear additional versions of the game. We just need to find... I need to find the ice wall. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, Kirst. Kirst, how's your day going so far? How was your week? How was your Saturday? You're now on Sunday. Tell me everything about your day. Tell me. Thank you for the contribution. Tell me everything about this experience known as the weekend. Because currently we're dead silent, and I'm having to fill the background. There's an absence of background noise, but I'm trying to be an adult recently, and I'm trying to not have to listen to audio to fill the background noise. So now I just need to speak, and I'm just constantly speaking. And I'm just like, 1, 2, buckle my shit. You get the idea? It's generally just the loop that I'm sort of stuck in. I would like... Okay, she's on the spike wall there. She's got so little in her bag. Holy shit, Blair. Fuck being an adult in silence. Fill that void with sound. I got a little bit tired of the chicken noises, if I'm honest. Not in a bad way. I just couldn't really find an alternative that sort of filled the ambient sort of thing that I required. Kirst is woke. Kirst is woke. Definitionally. Okay, they've used so many climbing buffs there. I just need a general idea of what line they take. Maybe I need to consume some stuff before I leave, because they've got like 10 minutes of grip strength. They're also not losing any sort of resources. I have not been using the items in that way. I just don't. I just stockpile them until I run out. Okay, don't head for the ice wall. Head to the left. Don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this, Mr. Krabs. Look at them go. Okay, and they don't head up the ice wall at all, which is terrifying. Absolutely no hesitation for any of these button placements. You can tell how there's no thought happening. He's just going. Sorry, they are. I just assumed their gender. Okay, and then back across to the ice wall. I wonder if there's a benefit for hitting the ice wall and then not... Okay, is anybody else exceedingly scared by this? Just absolutely terrified in your pants regions? Also, I feel like there was a cut. No, it can't be a cut because he's doing a speed run. I swear he had 10 minutes on one of those timers. Okay, head for the... We've got all of the time in the world. Probably. I might even use some chalk as a treat. I think I've got the general idea. My concern was getting started on it. So what they did was they headed up there, but didn't touch this ice wall. They headed the diagonal and then up onto this ice wall. And once they hit that ice wall, they headed straight up. Based off where I did it before, I think I went straight up the middle. Okay, we got this. This might be the run killer. We'll see where we're at once we fucking go. What have I got on me that I can pop? Might treat myself to some bananamine. Bananamine. Let's do that. This is it, chat. We're going up, up, up. This is my moment. You know, together we're going. Gotta be glowing. I've already fucked up. Well, but okay, we're fine. No sense, no feeling, no pain, no brain, no sense, no feeling, no pain, no brain, no sense, no feeling, no pain, no brain. Where am I right now? Okay, up from here. Put your fucking foot on the wall! Jesus Christ, with the fucking and the flipping and the hippity hops and the DO double G's and the frickin'. Please. Okay. He went up to the left and then joined the ice wall across the top. And the flipping, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what's what. No, I fucked it. Stand up. Almost. Okay, and then they came back to the... So they went up from here and then to the right. Have you used the flower yet? I used one, I got a second. I used the flower on the hard wall. You know that wall that I was really terrified of? I used it then. No! Curse, why did you say that? Curse, you tempted fate! Back in time. Do 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 do. It didn't help that I went across a bit of ice where there was literally no footholds and just ballsed it up. Really action rewind? Yeah. No, that's rock. Friends may be stupid, but they are there for me. I'll be there for you now when you're there for me. I'll be there for you when you're there for me too. Somebody told me life was really indescribable. That's a rock. You love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear when it hasn't been your day or even your year. But I'll be there for you. It's getting snowy on this wall. I'll be there for you. I'm probably gonna fall. I'll be there for you. Ah. Where the fuck am I? Okay, I need to go up from here and then left. Oh, nice. Don't say nice. I've just lost my respawn. This might be an end runner. My friend was Muzzles. This might be an end runner. Don't jinx it by saying nice. Don't jinx it by saying good. I lost my respawn at the most ridiculously stupid time. I should have done better. And it would have been really nice to still have it at this point. I believe. Good, another person that I can disappoint when this goes so badly wrong. Robot, would you fuck off? The robot likes to get in the way. Okay, we're going up, then diagonal right. Okay, we can do this. I'd forgotten about this bit.
Fuck! Come on!
What did I say? Up diagonal, chat. Up diagonal.
Come on! I can't stay here. Arthur. Ugh. Watch out! Avalanche! Hurry up, Arthur. Watch out!
Steel, thank you for the contribution.
Faster!
I just got back with 3 canisters of gas for the generator. That should last me. How many days will that do? And how is the weather looking right now? Stopped snowing 2 days ago.
Watch out!
You're on it. It's working its way out, is what I mean. Okay, we're on our way.
It's happening again.
Thank fuck for that. Hardest wall. Second hardest wall done. Holy shit. Checkpoints are irrelevant. It's hardcore, bitch. And now we start tripping balls. The first hardest, me, joke. At this point, if I lose here... At this point, if we lose here, we've got
What the hell am I doing
significantly further than I ever anticipated we would do on the first try.
here? Did you pull me into the tent?
I want to do it, chat, for you.
Hello? Anyone? Damas? Damas, did you follow me here? Marco?
For you, chat. I want to do it for you at this point. And considering
you
how
really
big of a
take
deal
me
this
to
game is for
safety?
being for me.
Wow. You've had a rough time. You gonna be okay?
Yes, I'm sure this won't foreshadow anything that's gonna about to happen at all. Okay, so excellent condition, excellent condition. There was an avalanche by my work that killed a bunch of people the other day. Where the that raises I'm now just more curious as to where you live on the planet. Compost the bag. That raises some more questions. California, an avalanche in California? I wonder what hot cola tastes like. Alpine Cola now provides heat. Store. I'm gonna reheat all of my fluids. That was the big one. Reheat the glass bottle. Kind of doxing my general. Okay, California. California's a big place. And yeah, you are right. I shouldn't ask it specifically like that. It's all over American news. I am British. We're all just really confused with everything else that's going on. I apologize for asking you so specific like that. It's not really meant. It's not something you should do. But I will try not to fly to America and find you. Sure, you're safe. I'm gonna wait till the morning. Drink some goat's milk. Close enough. You and me together, chat. We're about to fuck this up. I'm also a blithering idiot because what that did,
I've got to take it slow.
because I waited. What?
Fuck.
I need to go use the tent immediately again because I rested and all of my stuff cooled down. Don't worry, I'm about to use my magic tent. Yeah, let me do this again. That was really dumb of me. Heat this. Should never reheat cola. I'm going to drink that because it provides me 3 minutes of fortitude. So I won't have to worry about stats 3 minutes from now. Glad I have the internet through all of this. Yeah, I would be going stir crazy if I was you. So good on you for keeping things together, because I would not be in a good place. Eat my goat's milk. Yeah, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. There is a sizable part of this mountain coming up that you can just walk straight up. What a day to hit the weather here.
Ugh, need a break.
Yeah, I can't run like that. I'm gonna have to walk this. If I wait here for the weather, I'm gonna run out of resources. That really is when you lose Climbot now, and that doesn't even matter. I'm not carrying him this time. Like before, I saved him because I thought it might make a difference. This time out, I'm just going. It'd be really cool if I could see 10 feet in front of me, though. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, get close to the mountain, then you'll be able to see. You'll all see.
Not just yet.
I gotta go up the cliff, and then there's a load of walkable. I cannot remember where I started. There's the ghost. I never saw the ghost before. There is quite legitimately a ghost there because they talked about asking it when you Ava goes, wait for me, wait for me.
Hey, hey, you!
I never looked up, so I never got to see it.
Hey! You, over there! Just hold on!
And you know what? That actually helps me.
Wait. Who are you?
I feel like that helps me out a tiny bit because it gives me a point to start from. When I got here before, I just went up a cliff face. The nearest one I could find. This time, I'm hitting the wall at a point where the game wants me to hit the wall. I want to play this right now, and I can play it on my laptop, but I really should save battery. You should, especially in your situation right now. Instead, entirely self-serving, you can watch me fail at this first-time hardcore run. If I do this on my first try, I will be fucking ecstatic. Words will not describe how good that would feel. Especially with how positive about the game I've been. I'm getting increasingly concerned by the angle of that. It was going to be bad no matter where I started this wall, so it's not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head towards this bit above me and work my way to the right and then go up the corner of the ice thing. Did she just sneeze? For God's sake, don't get a cold here. You'll probably die. I also need to be very aware of what my pinwheel is doing because look how much it's spinning. Stand up. Stop panicking. You're okay. I don't like the way these rocks are angled, but I have no other choice. Ugh. Son of a bitch! I don't know what happened then. I'm gonna continue to roll. That should have been a full. That should have been a full, but the game thought about it and said, nah. The game thought about it and was like, no, we're not doing that right now. I'm gonna do it anyway if I'm not careful. Holy sh... Right. The fuck is this line I'm taking? If I don't fall here, it's gonna be a miracle. I can't believe I saved it just a second ago. And this is getting fucking mental. How I've not fallen, I have no clue. Oh my god. Okay. Now we walk for a bit. We've got the resources. We have the technology. No rushing. No rushing. I'm out of water almost. Yeah, refill. Legs of the technology. No lemon, no melon. I have... This run has been a series of fucking miracles, and the fact that the game glitched a second ago, I will never live that down, but if I manage to get to the very end, I'm still calling it a victory. Don't come at me. It still counts. Evil rats on No Star Live. And we're tripping balls again.
Marco. Marco, is that you?
Marco.
Marco!
Polo.
Answer me!
I can see the wall that I'm gonna hit. Breathe, chat. This is where it could all very easily go wrong, especially considering how many times I've been saved. Stand up. Okay, we're out of hot water that I can use on climbs. Fucking stand up, for God's sake! Okay, we're gonna walk again. Is everybody else's buttholes clenched, or is that just me? On a scale of 1 to whole, how clenched is your hole? How clenched is your hole? How clenched is your hole? I'm gonna walk the entire fucking way. I've got hot food left. Need to play more Death Stranding. I had this really beautiful dream that I was gonna do the first one on stream. I could never quite pull the pin on the playthrough. I looked at it so many goddamn times. I did a couple of runs of the opening segment of that game. Cutscene.
Come on. Look alive, buddy. Oh. Let's get back to it. Come on! Ugh.
I'm cutting him loose first chance I get. No hesitation this time. It slows you down on one of the climbs. Oh, it slows me down here too. I've upped my temperature.
Come on, Climebot. Wake up. I really don't need this right now.
Something I could really do wrong here is take a fall and take damage and not be able to heal myself. She's getting through so much fluids in this small segment of time. Do I have anything that provides fortification? fuck it. This might be a war of attrition. Temperature isn't gonna kill me. I might starve to death. And I'm so close to the goddamn end. I could climb this, but I don't want to fucking waste the resource time. I do still find it very entertaining, the idea of being able to run out of water here, considering I could just suck on the floor. Buddy, guy, stand up. Stand up, you're on a platform. Oh my god. Buddy, fellow, Holmes, pal. If I go there, I'm gonna run out of resource. I'm heading onwards. I have nothing that I can generate food from. I've got honey. I need to continue to move. If I go to that tent, I'm dead. I don't think I'm gonna do this.
Give me a sec.
I think this is gonna be so goddamn close that it's gonna upset everybody. I'm gonna run out of fluids before I get to the top. I'm remaining positive. I can turn up my speed with honey. I can increase my focus. You can do it. If this is your first run and you did it until here on hard mode, I'm mad impressed. The end is absolutely worth it. By the way, don't cut your climb bot. This is my second run. I did it on hard mode. I did it on normal the first time. I'm just gonna start popping stuff. Thank you, the Cake Man. Thank you for the first time chat as well.
I need a break.
I think that's worth it. Let me get to a wall. If I black out on the very top, that's the success story that everybody needs. When I came up here the first time, I went really hard. I think I'm heading for this ice wall in front of me. And I'm probably going to cut Climbot. Should I cut Climbot? I don't know. I didn't cut him the first time out. No, I'm going right. I'm going right. There's like a staircase here. You can see it in the rock. My temperature is about to become a problem. I've got focus, I've got speed, I've got grip. We're entering the final stretches, chat. My robot is suddenly working. There was no announcement about it. It just started moving around again. Ah! Seg!
Flap flap. Segevtron just raided.
Segevtron, welcome in, Raiders. My name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. I'm a variety streamer, and we are entering the final stretches of Cairn. on hard mode. I am rapidly running out of resource. So if you want to watch a grown man cry when he loses an Iron Man run on a mountain climb, you've come to the right place. I would love to stop, but I can't. I hope you're good. I hope you've had an absolutely fantastic day. If you'd love to tell me about... I need to I want to talk to the raiders, but I could pause it, but I don't want to lose momentum. I'm sorry. I'm locking in. He's doing it. He's locking in. He's probably gonna...
Let's do this.
He's probably gonna die anyway. I've immediately fucked up because I put my foot too high. It's about climbing. It's about not dying. Where the fuck am I going right now? There we go. Fuck it. Want to be more to the left. Let's go. I've got one thing of water and it's not in the thing that's being... Oh, this is so infuriating. Painkillers.
It's freezing.
Ads coming up in 5 minutes, chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you again for the raid. Sorry that I couldn't focus too hard. I am so goddamn locked in. This has been a run. This is my first hardcore run. If I manage to do the game on hardcore first try, I might scream. There have been times where the game was like, no, you're gonna die, and then I had the magic flower that fixes that. There's been times where the game's been like, no, you're gonna die, and somehow I've survived because it's glitched. We're remaining positive. I have no idea what line I'm taking right now. This game looks intense. It is. It is possibly, it's my game of the year. I fucked it. No, I fucked it. That's fine. I just used my painkillers. I lived, but at what costs? I think I'm gonna
Not just yet.
This game looks like you're intense when you reach certain spots. Yes. That I am. Am I being freaking blind here? Don't.
Oh, fuck.
That was embarrassing, Ava. Get up the frickin' ledge! Please! There's nowhere to... I can't... I'm not going up here either. No. Needs one. Good. Thank you for the raid again. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
Need a break.
I can't. How did I get up here the first time? Okay. Don't worry, I get it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, we're going up this. I don't like the look of it. I am out of all resources. If I make it up here, it's gonna be a fucking miracle. I got no food left. There's still a reasonable amount of the mountain. I'm falling. Breathe, Chim. I'm trying. It's hard. We're at high altitude. Gilby, I'm out of water. I'm out of food. I'm gonna die. I have no way to replenish my fluids. I can't, TLB. The only thing I can hope that will happen is if I get high enough, I might go into a cutscene and the game will be like, here, give him some free water. I might black out maybe and it'll just give it back to me. This is so goddamn close. This is so goddamn close. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I'm gonna black out and I've got nothing. Game's not just gonna spontaneously give me water. Oh my god, this is so irritating! I've honestly, I don't know what I'm assuming I just die if I run out of water. I've not actually got that far. I always catch it beforehand. Can I eat chalk? You get a second bar that stresses you out. I can't see shit. We're just gonna die. This is it. We're gonna die. It was a nice dream that I could do this on the first go. The fact that we did so many of the things that I thought were gonna be hard on the first try. I'm so infuriated.
Come on. Keep going.
Let's find out what happens when we dehydrate ourselves. Apparently I fall down the most awkward parts of the mountain. Like, that was the most awkward fucking fall imaginable. That is how close I... 07's in chat. Zero sevens in chat. Honestly, and I've been tempted to wait out the dehydration and see what happened after the blackout without falling to your death. I know there's a cutscene up that wall somewhere. Part of me couldn't remember where the line was, and I wondered if I got into that cutscene, it would lock me in and then not dehydrate me to that point. But that is, you require so many, like, if you think how far... If there's a water source here, I need to fucking find it, because... If there's a water source on the icy part of the mountain, I need to find it, because as soon as you hit that first thing with the ghost tents, you have no recourse in terms of being able to recover your fluids. The fact that you are surrounded by water is equally infuriating, and at the same time, I don't know if I'm taking that. I don't know if I'm taking that after the cut that you have into hell. I need to seconds from the goddamn end. Not seconds, but you know, very close on a first attempt, which makes me want to just go straight into another one, but I think I'm ready to put this down on stream unless I get within breathing distance privately. The game for sure edged us. I've given this game 2 weeks and it's time to move on to something else. What I'm gonna do is continue to play this privately. And if I can get within fucking breathing distance of that final ending bit on hard mode, I will hop back on and you'll see the ending on hard mode. Because I think I could probably do another 6 hours of this tomorrow afternoon. The fact that I did this wall as well. I need to know if there's a water source on this level. Is that a cave? Because once you get here, I don't think there's any water available anywhere. Like, none. Yeah, there's the top. There's the top. There's where we died. Okay. We're gonna call it a night there, I think. I'm gonna end an hour early. Tomorrow, I've been thinking. Let's get out of that. Let's get out of that. Okay. I've been thinking, chat. I've been thinking. I was partway through a game of Digimon. The difficulty is I haven't played it in some time, and I'm trying to lock into this concept of finishing that, like doing games in one sitting. Like, not one sitting. What am I trying to say? I don't think I'm going back to Digimon. I don't think I'm going back to Digimon. Which kind of sucks, because I was really, like, vibing with that playthrough, but having vibed with this so goddamn hard, I need to chase the endorphins a little bit. So there are a couple of options that I'm going to pick up tomorrow, and we're gonna play them to completion, like we've done Cairn, regardless of how long it takes us. It might be weeks, it might be months, who knows? But every stream after that point will be the next game that I pick. There's a couple on the list that I do want to do. Spider-Man being one of them. Expedition 33 being another. Because I've yet to touch that game at all. And like I said, I will continue to play this game off stream. And if I can get in breathing room of the end, if I can get in, like, arm's reach of the end, we'll come back for a special episode. And you will be able to watch me complete hardcore. But I was very lucky to get as far as I did. But it's time for something else. Still my game of the year by country mile. It's going to be a really hard job beating this. Chat! Thank you for being here. I'm really glad you exist. Thank you very much for the raid, if the raiders are still here too. This game is intense. I highly recommend it. My game of the year. There is another climbing game called Jusant, which is very story heavy, but I always found that the climbing mechanics in that game were a little lackluster. In this case, the game plays hard but exceedingly satisfying. I do recommend giving Cairn a try if you get the chance. But thank you for being here so much. I appreciate it. I'm really glad you exist. At the beginning of my streams, ask if there's anything I can be proud of you for, but at the end of my streams, I like to say something different, chat. I'm also really proud of you for existing. The world is a dark, scary place right now, and the fact that you were in it and alive is something to be massively proud of. I'm so proud of you for being alive. A couple of reminders. You do not need to watch my content. You do not need to be in chat. You do not need to lurk in chat, though lurking is always appreciated. What I want you to do is focus on that existence as best as you possibly can. And if my content can make that existence a little bit easier, that is the niche that I'm trying to fill on the internet. It's at this point of the stream I invite everybody to type the word fuck into chat. Fuck is a multifaceted word. It can be either a positive or a negative. Please type fuck if you're so inclined. Then the positives. Fucking hell, Cairn has been such an experience. I've been so happy to play this game on stream for you. Like I said, it will be back if I can get into arm's reach of the end of the game with a well-equipped character and so on. Just so I can cut off this playlist on my YouTube channel as well with a successful hardcore run. But the fact that I got that far, I probably need practice. I probably need practice too. So I think this is going to take a little bit more time than I'd hoped. It would have been freaking incredible to finish it first time on hardcore. First try, I mean. But the water, everybody, the water. I ran out of water. That sucks so bad. I really appreciate you all. The negatives. Fuck the Trump administration. Fuck the British Labour government. Fuck losing people too soon. Fuck cancer. Fuck Sjogren's disease. Fuck Parkinson's disease. Fuck epilepsy. Fuck ableism. Fuck chronic health conditions. Fuck intolerance. Fuck transphobia. Fuck ICE. Fuck the Reform Party in the UK. They're all a bunch of cunts. Pardon my language. Fuck my language. And that's it. It's Saturday today. Let's find somebody to raid real quick. If you're subscribed, drop a raid emote on arrival. If you are unsubscribed, take some raid messages from chat. I'm going to go eat some crumpets and scream into a pillow. And you'll know what I'm back with tomorrow when I come back with it. I don't know what that's going to be just yet. but I look forward to introducing it to you and seeing if we can find our feet with something new. We are going to raid Cosmic Mushmum. They are... What are they doing right now? Playing Minecraft? Yeah, Mush is good people. I'm gonna raid Mush, I think. Is anybody else on this? God, Boxy is still alive. Let's raid Mush. I'm gonna go with my first thought. Chat, I appreciate you all. I will be back tomorrow, like I said, with something brand spanking new. Not seen on the channel up until this point. I'm really sorry that we're not going to finish Digimon, but I have had a nice time, and that doesn't mean I can't go back to it privately, but I've given it enough time. Okay. Yeah, I really appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Go hug your loved ones, sniff your beloved family animals, etc. Stay hydrated, practice proper self-care. I'll see you around. I love you all. Goodbye.